In the true crime community, we all know one heartbreaking truth. There are far too many cases that remain unsolved. We share these stories with one goal in mind, that one day every victim gets justice, and sometimes after decades of silence, the day finally comes. Today, we're revisiting a case that haunted Houston for over 3 decades, the brutal murders of a young couple killed in what became known as the Lovers Lane Slayings. For 36 years, there were no answers, no arrest, no justice until now.
Whispers rise in the dead of night, secrets buried in the fading light. The truth's a storm, it will not stay. It crashes through like Judgment Day.
Hey guys, I'm Tiffany.
I'm Stephanie,
and we're
Sisters of the South.
We are here with an update to one of our stories. But before we get started, we just want to remind everyone to please hit that like button if you like our video, share if you deem it worth sharing, and if you hit that little notification bell, it'll tell you when the sisters are back with another story. So, with all that being said, let's get on with the story.
Let's do it. So about a year ago, we covered this chilling case on our channel. Guys, if you were around the Houston area at that time, I don't know, maybe you were approached in a parking lot, or you had a friend that was acting sketchy around that time that kind of has the same looks, dark hair, olive complexion. You never know what information that you have that might help solve both of these cases. It's very important because this person's still walking the streets.
They will catch him eventually.
Yes.
Everyone's constantly sending in their DNA.
Absolutely.
It will come.
And today we have a major update. The Harris County District Attorney's Office has confirmed that Floyd William Parrott, 64 years of age, has been charged with capital murder in connection with the 1990 killings of Cheryl Henry, 22, and Andy Atkinson, 21. So let's go back to where it all began. On August 22nd, 1990, Cheryl and Andy, described by loved ones as young and deeply in love, met at a nightclub called Bayou Mamas on Westheimer in Houston. Later that night, the couple drove to a quiet, isolated area near Enclave Parkway and Eldridge Parkway in West Houston, and it is a place that locals referred to as Lovers Lane. At the time, it was remote, dark, and secluded. Today, it's a busy business district filled with buildings and parking garages. But back then, it was a perfect place to disappear. The next day, a security guard noticed a car that hadn't moved overnight. When he approached, he made a horrifying discovery. Inside the area, a young woman, unresponsive, ended up being Cheryl. Her purse and shoes were still inside the car, and moments later, authorities found Andy nearby. Both were pronounced dead at the scene. What investigators uncovered next was devastating. Cheryl had been assaulted and her throat had been cut. Andy had been tied to a tree and brutally attacked. Their bodies were found along a tree line, left in a place that had once felt private but became a crime scene, frozen in time. And then, as time went on, unfortunately, this case went cold. So for decades, there were no answers, no suspects, and no closure for the family, and no justice for either Andy or Cheryl, unfortunately.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a little break and give a little shout out to our friends and favorite vendors over at SoFly.
SoFly!
SoFly! Here's a little video for you now.
Here we go.
Hey
Hey guys, I wanted to come to you today about SoFly. SoFly is a family owned business here in the Houston, Texas area, and they specialize in embroidery and engraving. So, what they'll do is take your favorite accessories, such as a cap, a hoodie, a purse, a jacket, and they will specialize it to your needs. They have an array of different colors, and if you want your logo or your name or maybe even your initials, they'll put that on there for you. Also, they do engraving on things such as leather patches and also on carving boards. They do our merchandise. We know that you'll be happy, so try them at least once. But just to give you some idea of how badass they are, we're going to show you a video. So here we go.
All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed that video. Go check them out. We will link their information down in the description box below. Now let's get back to the story.
Let's do it. So, according to court records, the Houston Police Department received information pointing to Floyd William Parrott. Investigators then revisited DNA evidence from a 1996 assault case involving Parrott. The DNA had been entered into CODIS, a national database that they have for DNA. When compared to evidence from the 1990 crime scene, it was a match. In that 1996 case, Parrott had been charged but never prosecuted after a grand jury declined to move forward. And I find that appalling to me.
Absolutely.
Because there's so many victims that I'm positive that happened and occurred between those times that the grand jury, said no, no case. And then, he's going to continue on. Hey, he got away with something, right?
Well, of course. And you're only going to escalate from there.
Yeah, he's going to get bold and then he continues on. So, years go by and that DNA sat untouched.
Yay,
unfortunately.
DNA.
Yeah. Thank God for DNA, though. And thank goodness that they kept it.
DNA earrings in today.
Oh, yeah. From CrimeCon. Absolutely. That was an awesome, awesome find there for sure. They had some great jewelry. But yeah, that DNA sat untouched, but thank goodness that they kept it throughout those years and kept it secure so they would be able to rerun it eventually. Right. So moving forward, a newly assigned detective working the case for only a matter of months decided to take another look at this case. That decision may have finally cracked the case. Now prosecutors believe this may not be the only crime connected to Parrott, and absolutely it cannot be.
No.
I mean, this guy's not going to do two and done.
Yeah, two and done.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm over it.
Exactly.
Not going to happen.
Nope. Harris County District Attorney Sean Tier says investigators are actively searching for additional victims. And I mean, it's obvious there's going to be additional victims. There are concerns that others may have encountered him and never came forward. Investigators also revealed that in the 1980s and 1990s, Parrott allegedly personified law enforcement, which is absolutely terrifying to think that if you're getting pulled over by a police or a policeman knocks on your door, it may not actually be a police officer.
True.
And so that's terrifying because he is presenting himself as trustworthy.
Right.
In uniform.
On purpose.
On purpose to hurt someone. And these people open the door or pull over thinking, okay, this guy's here to help me, or, he's pulling me over for whatever reason. And then he just lowers the boom. Right. And that's psychotic. It's very scary. He was known to drive a vehicle equipped with police-style lights, raising chilling questions about how he may have approached victims. And like I was just saying, he's approaching them as a peace officer. And I'm sure he had a gun.
Which might have been what happened that night.
Yeah, and handcuffs, and very true. He might have just approached them with, hey, what are you guys doing here? You shouldn't be here. He might have handcuffed them. I mean, there's so many details that we don't know on this case. I'm sure that the police have kept some things under wrap. Yeah. I'm sure they know a lot that happened at the crime scene, but some of that stuff they keep close to the vest. Just in case they need it when they're interrogating someone in the future. But Parrott had been living in Montgomery County until recently, which is scary because I am on Montgomery County mug shots and things like that just to keep up. And it is incredible how many people get arrested in Montgomery County
Per day?
per day.
Because I looked the other day.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
absolutely scary. Harris County is known to be dangerous. And so I keep up with that as well. But I'm telling you, Montgomery County is infested with criminals. It is so scary. So
we
of course
grew up in Montgomery County,
Yeah.
so we keep up, and it's
yeah, I mean, you have places like Cut and Shoot and, Conroe and places like that within Montgomery County. And there's so many little wooded areas that these criminals can hide out in. And it's so, more so than even in Harris County. So it kind of makes sense, but
oh yeah.
it's scary.
Mhm.
So he is currently fighting extradition back to Texas, telling a judge he does not want to return voluntarily. I'm sure he doesn't. I mean, we all know what's going to happen to him when he gets over here in Texas, more than likely.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, that
We're not
someone,
as good as we used to be.
we don't want an attorney to find a technicality to get this guy off again. He's had too much time at this point. He needs to be put away.
Yeah.
So officials are now working to secure a governor's warrant to bring him back. And prosecutors say he could be in Harris County courtroom within weeks, and we are praying for that. Now, all of this is alleged. Parrott has, he's not been convicted of a crime yet, but his DNA is on there. So let's be honest. 99% chance he is the person, right? So we need to bring him back here, and we need to get him in a courtroom with a jury, and we need to start prosecuting. I mean, it's been way too long at this point.
Yeah, let's do it.
Even now, investigators say this case may not be fully solved. They are not ruling anything out, including the possibility that others may be involved. And this is where you come in. If you have any information related to the Lover's Lane killings or any encounters with Floyd Parrott, please contact the Houston Police Department Homicide Division or Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS, and that is TIPS, or the Harris County DA's Cold Case Division at 713-274-5640. So after 36 years, an arrest has finally been made. But for Cheryl Henry and Andy Atkinson, justice is still unfolding. And for investigators, this may only be the beginning. So guys, yeah, if you know anything, please come forward. We want to get this guy off the streets and keep him off the streets. And to be honest, if you even think that this guy had approached you, or if you were involved with him doing, any type of thing to you, the more information we have on this guy, the quicker we can get him behind bars. So please come forward, and we are praying for that and the families of Cheryl and Andy.
Yeah, guys, so that's it for today. It's nice to finally have something happening with a true crime case.
Absolutely.
It doesn't bring them back, but it does bring justice.
Yeah.
So that's what we're all hoping for.
Yeah, absolutely.
But until our next episode, guys, please remember to
see the good and stay imperfectly perfect.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. God
Thank you.
bless.